Do you know what happens when Nortje picks up a wicket in the death or the closing overs of a T20 international? Let's find out. South Africa has had a really good run in T20 cricket over the last 2 years. Now, they have won 21 out of 35 of their games. A 60% success rate for them is a very impressive number. Now, if we have to define what are close games, when you're batting second, you're chasing, and if you're able to chase it down by the end of the final over or in the final over itself, you can term it as a close game. And if you're defending a target, and if the team requires less than 15 runs when the last over starts, you can mention that as a close game as well. So such close games have been very few and far for South Africa. 4 out of 21 wins which they have won last year have been on close games, which shows them that the 17 games that they have won over the last 2 years have been comprehensive wins, either batting first or batting second, which goes to show the quality of form they are in going into the T20 World Cup. Nortje has had a brilliant time with the ball in T20 cricket for South Africa over the last couple of years. This particular statistic that you're seeing on your screen is an absolutely mind-blowing one. What it tells you is that during the end or the death overs, whenever he picks up a wicket, his economy rate is as brilliant as 7 runs and over in that closing stages of the game. And all of the time when he has picked up a wicket, South Africa has won that game. That is a huge impact. And whenever he's failed to pick up a wicket in that closing overs, he goes for as much as close to 12 runs and over, 11.5. And all of those games, South Africa have somehow lost those games. So the impact of Nortje picking up a wicket during those end or the closing overs, for some reason in the last 2 years, looking at the data, shows a very, very vital correlation. Similarly, his teammate Lungi Ngidi, who is probably tipped for the third seamer spot in this World Cup lineup, has also found things very inconsistent when it comes to bowling at the death or the closing overs. He has picked up wickets almost every game when he's bowling at the death, but on some games he's gone for as much as 11.8, nearly 12 runs and over, and on some games he's bowled as brilliantly as 7.5 runs and over. The games that he's able to control and keep the team under check in this final overs, South Africa has won that game. And in the games where he's been expensive and taken for runs, in those end closing overs, South Africa has invariably lost that game. That is a huge correlation when it comes to the consistency that Ngidi should show for South Africa in these crucial end overs. For you to see the amazing versatility of Aiden Markram, the way that he's been able to fit in any position in T20 International. What is Bavuma's role in this T20 setup as a batsman? And what is this amazing form that Tabraiz Shamsi has got himself into over the last 12 to 18 months? The link which you will see on your top of your screen will help you preview some of these key players for South Africa in the T20 World Cup. I'll see you in that video. Stay safe. Take care.